Uh-oh. What's today? Today's Thursday? No, it's Friday. Here we go. That's right, everybody. Bringing sexy back. What's going on, everybody? Top of the morning to you. Happy Friday. Let's pause that music and talk for a little bit. We're going to get going quick today. Appreciate everybody who's tuning in. If you guys are live, definitely know you're see, look at that Friday vibes. Let me know you're live. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're here. If you're on replay, definitely hashtag replay so that I know you guys are watching on the replay. I'm really excited today and want to talk about a few things before we get started. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about and one of the things I wanted to share with you guys is the idea of defining who we are. A lot of things I've been seeing lately, on social media. I recently attended a conference, which I'll talk about in a second, is defining things, right? And someone said to me the other day, how would you define the word entrepreneur? And we had a very good discussion about it, what we saw and what we thought it was. But then the more I thought about it after the conversation, I've even seen this in a lot of the book groups that I've been in. Sal, I see out there right on the Fire team. We've seen this question in the Fire with Sal group and on the Vayner Nation group as well. Define the word entrepreneur. And some people have a very, passionate thing about what an entrepreneur is and they define it. And I even have my own thoughts. I think, I've talked to a lot of brick and mortar business owners, people who are in storefront businesses or things like that. And they're like, well, I really don't, kind of see myself in an entrepreneur. And I'm like, some of these guys really have done so much that I think they should because of all the effort that they put in their business and growing and adapting and learning. But I think it's more important not to let these words define us, right? We want to look at who we are and what we do. Take passion in what you're doing, right? I think a lot of people see this question. They're like, well, anyone who owns their own business or does their own things, that's what an entrepreneur is. An entrepreneur is if you feel that's what you are and you're doing that. And more than the word that you define yourself by is the actions that you're taking behind it. And that's really what's most important. And that's what we need to do. So it's important not to let other people's words define you. You define what you believe that is. That's why I played Sexy back, right? You define who you are. You define who you feel. You define what you do. Don't let other people around you do that. I just went to a conference here in Fort Lauderdale. It was a day-long conference. Went out there with the Fire with Sal team as well. Saw a bunch of other great people out there, that I've met on Facebook or that we've met through different lives. So it was really nice to see a lot of those people in person. But when you go to a conference like that, it was awesome. Hershevek was there, Gary Vee was there, and he did his whole thing, fired the room up, and then they closed with Tony Robbins, and Tony came out and did his whole motivational thing and all that, and it takes me back to when I was in high school, not when I was in high school, but when I worked in high schools, or even when I was in high school, and you go on a retreat, or you go to an activity, or you do these different things, and you come back and you're on that high, right, that retreat high we used to call it, or you go to a conference like this, and you're on this conference high, and then you go back to the office, the real world, and there's always that one person that's in there, it's like, oh, you're all on your conference high or you're on your conference buzz. Well, that's going to wear off. And what happens? It starts to chip away at us because we are a little bit excited. I think it's important to learn how to take those high levels of excitements and maybe those low levels of frustration and the different things we have throughout the days and weeks and learn to level them, right? Learn how to put that out there. But more importantly, don't let other people's negativity bring you down. Even before I went to the conference, there was people throwing shade saying like, oh, well, you don't need to go or all that stuff's for free online and all this. And that's great that they feel that way. That may be what works for them, but what worked for me was going, networking, being around the people, being present, being the energy. So I think it's so important, especially as we move into the weekend, and sometimes we have conversations with people who aren't involved in the projects we're working on or don't understand what we're doing. Don't let that overwhelm you. Don't let that sort of bring you in and bring you down. Stay focused on what you want to do. You define who you are. Words, definitions, parameters. Just keep doing what you're doing. If you're chasing your dreams and you're chasing your goals and you're making things happen, and more importantly, you're being a good person while you're doing it, that's all that matters. Keep doing that. Keep chasing that. Keep making Friday awesome. Make the week awesome. I'm so excited. Conference was excellent. I even got to dance with some people in their chairs. It was a lot of fun. You're going to see some stuff on the Fire with Sal project coming out there. So if you guys like the video, definitely please share it. If you're on replay, hashtag replay. If you're just here to watch me dance, comment dance. And if you're at the conference, definitely let me know you're at the conference. If I saw you there, drop me a comment. Let me know what you thought of it, why you thought it was good, what you got out of it. And appreciate everybody tuning in. Mike, I see you there as well. Mike, I know, man. I know people don't overwhelm you. You overwhelm people. That's one of the reasons why I love you, Mike. Keep doing your thing. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate everybody who leaves the comments. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'm going to dance it out. You see I'm not in the office, too. Exciting things coming. We'll wait till you guys here. I'm so excited to share with you when I can officially blow this thing up. It's going to be so good. All right, here we go. I'm out. Dance it out with me. Appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. Thank you so much. Hey, see you guys out there on Instagram as well. Whoa, Glam at Home Mom. I see you, Glam at Home Mom. Good to have you out there on Instagram. All right, guys, make it a great day.